Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25, where today the Gamecocks are back at home in a rainy night here in Columbia, South Carolina at Williams-Brice Stadium. 3-1, fresh off a SEC successful debut when they beat Mississippi State on the road. Well, tonight, in their second SEC game, they get to welcome another 3-0 team to the party, the Kentucky Wildcats, who have beaten Ball State, Maryland, and Toledo to get to this point. Should be a little bit tougher. I don't think it'll be the same outcome as Mississippi State, but a game that we should definitely win. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content, as Kentucky will start off with the football first on offense, led by the 6'5", 205 junior, in Boyette right here in Kentucky. As Cutter Boyette hands it off on the first play, and this is an unsuccessful run for Jason Patterson, the senior halfback. But it looks like it's going to be coming back. They're going to get a holding on left guard Austin Ramsey, the redshirt senior offensive lineman. This Kentucky offense is led by a bunch of seniors, so we'll see if their leadership can pay off. As on 1st and 20, the first run in the books will go for a gain of 4. 2nd and 16, they go back to Patterson. He tries to bounce it outside, but can't get there. Nice tackle there by Colby Boyette and Sonny Gallen. Makes it 3rd and 17. Boley to throw. Under some pressure, he sits. It's incomplete, and that'll be the end of this drive. As Gamecocks will get good starting field position on their first drive after a nice punt return from Mazio Bennett. He's already got South Carolina at the 38 of Kentucky. First play from scrimmage, they'll hand it off to Wade Mann, the redshirt freshman 4-star recruit. He gets 9. He's had a really good start to his season. Last week, 133 yards, 2 total touchdowns. And he's going to get the carry here on 2nd and 1 as well, and he's going to pick up a first down with ease. Already 2 carries, 14 yards, 5 touchdowns also on the season. 1st and 10, back to him for the 3rd time. Why not? But this time only stuffed after a gain of 1 by Jamarius Brown, the Ole Miss transfer. Makes his 2nd and 9. He'll check out, so it'll be a pass. And Reno will step up and has got green grass in front of him. He will pick up a first down, sheds a tackle, slides at the 10. Good drive here for South Carolina as they'll set up now a screen for Mann, who checks back in. And he'll get the blocks and score a touchdown. Wade Mann puts 7 on the board. We have a younger running back who is a star in the making. He's saying crown him. And he's showing it. 7-0 South Carolina. Second drive here for Kentucky starts with a bootleg. And Boley doesn't like what he sees. He just dumps it out of bounds. Defense only gave us 7 last week against Mississippi State. They've been playing good recently. It's on 2nd and 10. This is a backwards pass. So it's a minus 3-yard run for Patterson. And it's 3rd and 13 for the Kentucky offense. Boley to throw. Looks right side. This one's dropped incomplete. 3 and out for Kentucky as here's the sophomore punter Devon Kopp. He'll punt it to Bennett, who had a very good first punt. He'll field this one at about his 24-yard line and cut it left side. Then Bennett's got some space. He outruns the team. That is going to be a touchdown. Mazio Bennett with a punt return as he goes 76 yards. And the Gamecocks lead 14-0. The Wildcat offense has to retake the field. They'll start this drive from the 17, a bootleg to the left, under some pressure, hit a couple of times, and he's going to go down. First it was Obena, then it was, I think, Shamik Jones, and then it was Brian, I think, who finished him up. Nonetheless, 3 Gamecocks in the backfield in that play. Now 3rd and 15, and Kentucky won't get there. A short pass to the tight end. And South Carolina, dominant on defense so far, gets it right back to the offense. 1st and 10 from the Kentucky 46, a bubble screen that works out. This play will be coming back. They're going to get a holding call against South Carolina. And a right tackle, Josiah Thompson. So now 2nd and 3 after a nice 17-yard completion. As they'll try a swing pass out to Mann. And again, there's some laundry in the turf. And again, it's going to be a holding call. And again, it's going to go against Josiah Thompson. That's 2 holding calls in this set of downs. Kind of killing our drive. Now 3rd and 6, trying to battle back from all these holdings. Reno brings a man closer to the formation, tries to step up, but he's going to go down. Sacked by Jacob Smith, his 5th of the season. That'll bring it into the first quarter where the Gamecocks lead 14-0 after a solid punt return that got us a touchdown. And the defense playing very good so far. Kentucky, though, putting together a pretty solid drive here. They're at their own 47, one of their better drives of the day. 1st and 10, Boley to throw, checks it short. This is Adrian Booker with his first grab. And he picks up 4, and you can see the numbers. Reno only has had to throw the ball 3 times today. Well, Boley is 5 for 9. 2nd and 6, now 6 for 10. Dumps it off for his tight end, Willie Rodriguez, who picks up a first down. keeps the chains moving. In South Carolina territory, now a jet sweep, and this one will get 3. Second and 7, they go jet sweep the other way, and this one's going to get -1. So that time the Gamecocks ready for it. And it's quickly 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. It's Boley to throw, trying to set up a screen, and he can't even do that. So Vic Burley blows that up, just like he's done all season. Kentucky will actually punt it, so they keep the 0 on the board. South Carolina gets the football back, and here's a 4-yard carry for Wade Mann to begin. Second and 6 now. To the air goes Reno, and quickly he's swallowed up. Jaden Himmelin breaks through the line, his 3rd sack of the season. His other 2 sacks coming in last week's victory against Ball State. And now it's 3rd and 11. Reno steps up through the pocket, has running room, and he's going to pick up a first down. He gets hit down, takes the contact. That's 21 yards for Dante Reno. And he keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10 now. South Carolina goes play fake. You don't see them do this very often, as that one is incomplete. Trying to find Jason Paquette across the middle. First incompletion of the day for Dante Reno. 2nd and 10. Now they go back to the trusty man who follows his blocks. Good patience, and he picks up 9.5. That's just good running. He's got 8 for 52 today. Stays in on 3rd and inches with 2 tight ends. Why not give it to Mann? Because he's going to get a first down. But unfortunately, Jason Zandamela, the former Florida Gator, hurt on the play. He would be okay. He'll return to this one shortly. 1st and 10, back to Mann, who gets good blocks, and he frees him up for a gain of 16. It was a good job by Paquette on the outside to create that space. 1st and 10 now from the 10. Reno doesn't like what he sees. He starts scrambling and just dumps this one to the sideline. Smart play. 2nd and 10, bunch to the right. Reno changes some things up. Has a man open on the left side. Doesn't see him. Instead, he throws it for Paquette, who drops it. I don't think he'll ever get a touchdown. Paquette drops all the ones close to the end zone. 3rd and 10 now. Brings a man closer, trying to set up a screen for Mann. And this time it won't have as much success as he gets 4. South Carolina will kick the field goal, though, so they'll go up 17-0. A 3-score lead over the Kentucky offense, which really hasn't shown much today. As on this drive, Boley throws this one downfield, and right as I say that, the biggest play of the day for Kentucky. 34 yards to Adrian Booker, who has 14 catches on the season for 245 yards and a touchdown coming into this one. Next play, though, Kentucky throws a screen to Patterson, who will get 9, as that was a successful screen. 2nd and 1, display blown up. Vic Burley just breaks through the line immediately. The Appalachian transfer with another TFL makes it 3rd and 3. They try draw, but it doesn't fool this defense. Colby Boyette there to stop it. Kentucky does get on the board, though, 17-3. Is on 1st and 10 now for South Carolina. Wade Mann just flat out drops this pass. He had some open room, and Reno started off 4 for 4. He's now 1 for 5 in his last couple of throws. 3rd and 10, Reno throws it, and another drop by Tyshawn Russell, and the drops essentially kill this drive. Go to the 2-minute warning, Kentucky. Well, they go 3 and out, so they're punting at the warning. Mazio Benning, who already has 1 return for a touchdown this day, this time gets wrapped up. And we're just going to go to the half. Nothing really happened in the final 2 minutes. The South Carolina leads 17-3, a hot start for the Gamecocks, but I will say the offense has kind of cooled off. It's basically been the Wade Mann show, and when we're not running it with him, we're not moving the football. The defense has played good, and certainly South Carolina out in front. We start with the second half. Gamecocks with the football up by 14 with a chance to even extend their lead here. As of course they go to Wade Mann first, and he only picks up 2 though. 11 carries, 72 yards today thus far, getting his 12th carry here. Nice cutback, but he's quickly swallowed up by Devin Smith, and it's an early 3rd down for South Carolina. Reno makes some adjustments, drops back to throw, looks short. It's Mann, and he's going to have a first down. Through the air this time, 3 straight touches. As Reno 10 for 18 today, not the most efficient day, but hasn't had much help either. Wade Mann gets his 4th straight touch, gain of 5, and then finally checks out for John Hajrulahu, who picks up a first down, and the Gamecock run game continues to be efficient. 1st and 10, Mann gets the first carry, loss of 2 though, as Devin Smith again in the backfield. 2nd and 12 now for South Carolina. They have to call a timeout. Let the play clock get a little bit too close to 0. So they reset here, and they go with an RPO. It's Jason Paquette who comes across the formation and picks up 7. And it's 3rd and 5 now for South Carolina, crossing the midfield. Reno brings a man closer to the formation as he looks to throw, steps up, gets hit from behind, and that one falls incomplete. Kentucky's defense gets off the field again. Just got to see their offense start to step up. First play of the second half, it's a short one, as it's caught for Willie Rodriguez, who gained 6. Rodriguez last week, 4 catches, 22 yards. One of his more efficient days. 2nd and 4, Patterson, right side, picks up a first down. And now out to the 33. He's got 11 carries, 58 yards. Kentucky's run game has been pretty good. The passing game, not so much, as it's only allowed 3 points. First carry of this new set of downs, and it's a gain of 4. Makes it 2nd and 6. They go back to him. This time reverse. It's a trick play. Reverse pass downfield, but this one swatted away. Good defense by Sonny Gallen to get a hand on that. Kentucky gets a little trickery there. And now they face 3rd and 6 and can't even set up the screen. Punt away for Kentucky, stays 17-3. As now with a new set of downs for South Carolina, they go to the ground, pick up 2. 2nd and 8, play clock again at 1. This time they do get the snap off. It's a bootleg. Reno wants a pass downfield, but it's incomplete, dropped by Ryder. South Carolina receivers have had a case of the drops today, as it's now 3rd and 8, and this time Reno just overthrows Caldwell. That's another punt for South Carolina, who's really stagnated here on offense. Kentucky with 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter will get this drive started. There's a gain of 2. Cutter Boley only 13 for 22 and a $1.10 today. 2nd and 8, Patterson on the ground. He gets stuffed, picks up maybe 3, and now you got a big 3rd and 5. Stack on the right side. Boley will look left. Rodriguez will catch and run for a first down. It does keep the drive alive. Coming up on a minute 15 here to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a run. Patterson cuts it left side. Good run to the left. Picks up the first down out to the 38. As Patterson, 92 carries or 92 yards today. Good job so far by him. 1st and 10 from the 38. Boley looks right side. This one incomplete. Receiver out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. Here's that stack to the right again. They'll throw. Gamecocks bring pressure, and this one's at the feet of Rodriguez. And it's quickly 3rd and 10. The Wildcat offense throws it deep right side. This one's swatted away by Jeff Rubin. And Kentucky will punt it. So we'll go to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's still 17-3. No score here. As you can see, it's been a great run game for both teams. But they both have struggled passing the football. 2nd inches begin the 4th quarter for South Carolina. And they go to the ground again as Wade Mann picks up the first down. Stays in here on this first down play. They give it right back to him. Gets a good block. Nice cutback. Jason Zamandela, the center, leading the way. He picks up 5. You can see Mann has the most rushing attempts thus far in college football. He gets his 90th carry of the season already here, and he gets gets a couple, but he gets 100 yards rushing. 3rd and 2, he stays in. They give it to him. Right side, first down. Good job by Jason Beckett, the tight end. His specialty is blocking. He moves the defender out the way. First down, John Hajrullah, who only gains 1 on his 3rd carry of the day. As Gamecocks have no problem letting the clock run a little bit. 2nd and 9, they try a screen, but it's read nicely. That's going to be a loss of 3. 3rd and 12, now they try the screen again, and again it's read perfectly. Number 94, Tavion Gadsden, 2 plays in a row, snuffs it out, and South Carolina will punt. Inside 10 minutes, though, for Kentucky. Starting to run out of time in this one, especially with only 3 points on the board. There's a mid-screen to Booker, and he only gets 3. Having a hard time getting any sort of consistency on offense is Kentucky. 2nd and 7, quick pass, and there's 2 receivers who run into each other. That's kind of been their offense in a nutshell today. It's now 3rd and 7. Boley wants the deep ball, but again, Rubin swats it away. Good defense on the right side. Another Kentucky punt. Now we're coming up on 5 minutes, and it's still 17-3, but Wade Mann gets hurt on this play. Scary moment in Columbia, but he will be okay. He will probably check out the rest of this game, but he shouldn't miss any time. 3rd and 7 out for South Carolina, and Reno gets hit right as he throws by Jaden Himmelin, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now here for Kentucky, 3.5 to go. This time they do get the crossing pattern to work, and it's going to be a gain of about a few, and it makes it 3rd and 3 for Kentucky. Boley to throw. Wants the deep ball left side, and this one swatted and intercepted. Picked up by Deshaun Heap, and he's going to run it to the left side, dive at the 30. The transfer from right here in Columbia, Benedict College, with an interception. A big moment there for him. Gamecocks now lead 17-3. The defense has been insane today as they had the ball at the 2-minute warning. Reno changing some things up. John Hajrullah will probably get the carries as they look to just run out the clock. He gets 3 here. Kentucky will start using timeouts. 2nd and 7 now. Back to the ground right side. He's quickly swallowed up, and now it'll be a 3rd down. First down will end this game. South Carolina in the pistol. Gives it to Hajrullah, and he's quickly met by Gary Boatwright. Kentucky will get the ball back with about 100 seconds here at their own 30. 1st and 10. Boley to throw in the pocket. Looks short. He's got a man cutting across. And it'll be a gain of 8. They quickly hurries the line. No timeouts for the Wildcats. Coming up inside a minute 30 now. 2nd and 2. Boley, pressure off the edge, gets home, sacked down, and they have to quickly hurry to the line. 3rd and 8. A minute 10 left to go here. Boley to throw, faces pressure, backs away from it, but gets intercepted on the outside. And this will be a pick 6 for South Carolina. The dagger here in Columbia. Owongmagbi Ogbongbemiga with the 32-yard pick 6, and that will be the nail in the coffin. South Carolina with a big win over Kentucky, 24-3. How about the defense today? 3 points given up in this one. Special teams and defense actually had more points scored than offense today. They are combined for 14. The offense only responsible for 10. Wasn't the best day for the O, but I thought Reno played pretty solid enough. Didn't get a lot of help. Obviously, man was good. The receivers kind of struggled, but the defense, man. 3 this week, 7 last week against Mississippi State. This defense is looking to be one of the best in the conference. Just scary across the board. Boley never got comfortable today. Run defense had a couple of runs given up, but otherwise just great play all around from South Carolina's defense. I am very high on this team, and it gets even better. We get a 5-star recruit after this game, Earl Groupie from Brentwood, Tennessee. He currently attends Ravenwood High School out there, and he has committed to the Gamecocks, a 5-star defensive end. Our defensive line is going to get even stronger next year. Yes, we're going to be graduating some players, but Groupie, looks like a great player right off the rip. 6'6", 275. He's already got 84 block shed, 85 tackle with 76 speed. He should be a player right from day one. He's not the only commit, though. We also get an offensive guard, Deron Eberle, from Blackshear, Georgia, currently attending Pierce County High School. Currently playing left guard in college. He's played a lot of it right as well. Here he is doing a good job in the passing game, and he is currently projected to be a pass protector as well. Very good in the passing game. Run defense might need some work, but 2 good gets here. And we actually got another one after I stopped recording last episode. I offered Pat Colombo a scholarship, and he accepted. He's a 3-star gem of a tight end from Lawrence High School here in South Carolina. So a great week for recruiting for us. Caleb Bryant, the Mississippi State transfer, gets SEC Player of the Week with his 5 TFLs. And we get the top stories, starting off with Auburn upsetting Texas, 29-17, a big win for the Tigers. Oregon, Michigan next week, 2 top 4 schools going at it. Clemson beats UAB, so they get in the win column, and the Blazers fall in a true test. And we'll see Tennessee and Ole Miss right here in the SEC. Scores from Week 5 as we see New Mexico State win the Rio Grande rivalry over New Mexico. UNLV blanks UTSA. I thought the Roadrunners would be a team in the AAC. They've really disappointed this year. Iowa beats UCLA by a touchdown. Fresno State smokes Buffalo at home. Arizona State gets their first Big 12 win of the season against UCF. And we see Texas State go on the road and beat Arkansas State. Northwestern gets shut out at home against Washington. Not a good look for the Wildcats. And then Tulsa will go on the road and beat their rivals in the Rice Owls. FIU with a close victory over UConn, 39-37. Pitt smokes Syracuse, 49-7. A big win there for the Panthers. Good job getting back in the win column. Rutgers over Indiana, then South Alabama over Southern Miss. Kansas, a nice road victory in the Big 12 over Houston. And we see Oregon ready for their matchup against Michigan. They beat Nebraska by 6. Cincinnati with a big win over TCU, and then Virginia Tech over Stanford. The Cardinal 0-3 in the ACC. Georgia Tech ekes out a big battle, or Notre Dame, ekes out a big battle against Georgia Tech, 34-31. East Carolina doubles up Army, who are 0-4. All 4 losses also in conference play. Florida over Vanderbilt. Liberty beats Jacksonville State. Troy on the road against Coastal Carolina. Missouri with a close call at home, but they do beat the Owls 31-28. We saw Auburn beat Texas in a big win. Louisiana knocks off Marshall. And then we see Miami, the number 2 team in the nation. They get the victory over their rivals in Florida State this week. Ohio State with a massive win over the Golden Gophers, who are again back to a disappointing season. LSU beats the Aggies by a touchdown. Maryland almost upsets USC at home, but loses by 2. San Diego State over Louisiana Monroe. UNC knocks off Middle Tennessee State. Penn State with a big victory over Wisconsin, 35-17. Sam Houston State doubles up Utah State, 34-17. Clemson knocked off UAB. We beat Kentucky. Charlotte with a close victory over USF. And then we see Western Kentucky shut down Kennesaw State, giving them their first loss of the season. Arizona State wins by 4 over the Utes, who are 0-4 in the Big 12. Georgia beats Kent State at home. Purdue in their warm-up victory against Miami, Ohio. Boston College blanks Florida 37-0. North Texas in a close one against San Jose State. Virginia over Nevada to round out the week. Here are your players of the week: Sun Belt and Conference USA representation. I like that. And the SEC, we know Caleb Bryant, and then Ricky Collins of LSU gets it, their quarterback, with a win over Texas A&M. Here's a look at your rankings. Not much move. Georgia Tech will be the biggest faller, considering they lost to a tough Notre Dame squad this week, but they only fall to 10. Pittsburgh gets a nice couple of boots back up after slaughtering Syracuse. UAB falls to 15, so they still could very easily be the group of 5 representative this year. And then Texas all the way down to 17 with their loss to Auburn, who joins the rankings and the only new team this week. More big games this week. We saw Oregon, Michigan, that's the big one. Tennessee, Ole Miss, as well as the Red River rivalry renewed here in the SEC. Oklahoma versus Texas. So a couple of big SEC matchups in the ACC. We'll see number 2 Miami hit the road to face the Duke Blue Devils, who can definitely upset the Hurricanes at home. This week we have a big game of our own. Our first true test, I would say, in the SEC. We head to the Swamp to face the number 16 ranked Florida Gators. Nothing against Mississippi State and Kentucky, especially Kentucky. They're pretty solid schools, but Florida should be on another level here in the SEC. But honestly, with the way we've been playing, if we can play how we have the past 2 weeks, I think we could definitely go down to Gainesville and upset number 16 Florida. Why not? This team is playing at the top of their game, especially on defense. We'll see if the offense can just do enough to get the victory. But thank you guys so much for watching. I am super excited for what the rest of this season has in store. This could be a really special year for South Carolina, where we finally get over that 7-win hump. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.